Nearly 300 new confirmed coronavirus cases in our state tonight. Good evening and thanks for joining us for King 5 News at 5. I'm Mark Wright.
And I'm Jessica Janner Castro. The state health department updated the cases in our state just over an hour ago. And here's a look at those updated results. With the new cases, the total number of cases has reached 8,682. And out of those, there are 394 deaths. That's 22 more than yesterday.
In Idaho, some elected officials are rebelling against stay-at-home orders, even during a spike in the number of coronavirus cases. King 5's Kristen Ayers tonight reports on what that could mean for neighboring states like Washington.
It is not the role of government in a free society to tell us what we can and cannot do.
In the Idaho Panhandle, backlash against the governor's 21-day stay-at-home order, fueled by powerful public voices like State Representative Heather Scott, openly calling on constituents to defy the order.
We have a God-given, constitutionally protected right to peacefully assemble. That means no one can take that right away from you, and you should not be bullied and intimidated to give up your rights.
Another representative, Tim Remington, also a pastor, flouted the governor's order 4 days after it went into effect.
Do you understand that this is a gimmick?
By hosting 2 church services, he's since backpedaled and is now only holding services online. But another religious figure in Idaho, far-right activist Ammon Bundy, admitted on Facebook last night he hopes to find a location where a church can gather hundreds of people for Easter Sunday.
Helping a church group be able to have worship services on Easter. How it is basically an effort to show that these rights belong to the people and not to the state.
Statements like theirs coincide with a surge in coronavirus cases in Idaho in the last 20 days, from 10 confirmed cases to over 1,000.
We know how important faith is, but we also understand that it can be a fatal communion. And that's just too dangerous right now.
In a press conference today, Governor Jay Inslee reassured the public that Washingtonians are taking a different track, even if it means skipping Sunday services.
You know, the vast majority of Washingtonians are trying to take care of their loved ones and the state, and we have not seen that problem in our state.
I reached out to the 2 Idaho representatives today. Neither of them agreed to do an interview with me. I did get a statement from a group of Northern Idaho healthcare workers who said, in part, do not doubt the power or contagion of this virus. This is our modern plague. Kristen Ayers, King 5 News.
A new high-tech tool to help protect medical workers is being put into use at Camp Murray. The critical care decontamination system can clean N95 masks that would otherwise be good for just one use. Once fully installed, this system can sanitize tens of thousands of masks a day. The system underwent a dry run yesterday and should be operational to clean masks beginning sometime this week.
New developments tonight about the cases of the coronavirus on the USS Theodore Roosevelt. Today, the acting Navy secretary stepped down. Thomas Modley was criticized after the firing of Captain Brett Crozier and calling him, quote, stupid earlier this week. Modley apologized for his remark. Crozier was dismissed after he publicly asked for help as the virus spread on board the nuclear-powered aircraft carrier. Starting tomorrow, a drive-up coronavirus testing site will open in Bremerton, but you can't just show up. The first priority will be to test healthcare workers and first responders showing symptoms. And then later in the week, they hope to test people over the age of 65 or with underlying health conditions. To be able to sign up for a testing time, you must complete an online registration, which includes a medical screening.
Well, here's one thing we can all do together tonight. Go outside and check out the supermoon. Tonight's pink moon will be the biggest supermoon of the year. This video shows us what we can expect once the sun goes down tonight. Meteorologist Craig Herrera is here now with more on that and what's next in weather. Craig, good evening.
Hey there, good evening, Mark. Good evening to all of you. Yeah, I was looking up at the sky tonight trying to see when the moon starts to come up over the Cascades. So it's going to be a perfect night for viewing. That's the good news. We don't have much in the way of cloud cover. I want to take you outside a shot now from our rooftop cam right on top of the studios at King 5 in Soto, looking out toward the Space Needle. I have a feeling people will be out there trying to get a picture of it. Remember, social distancing. All right, so here's another shot as we look out over the waterfront. You can see the mountain is out. If you were to look toward the mountains or toward the Cascades, you should start to see the moon come up over, even though we've got some daylight. Sunset goes down at about 7:48 or so. The moon will be full at 7:35. So by 7:32 or so, you should start to see it out there. By the way, why is it considered the biggest or the brightest supermoon? Obviously, it's not changing in size. It just appears that way. That's because it's only about 221,000 miles away from Earth, and that's pretty close. The forecast for the evening, mainly clear, temperatures in the upper 40s and low 50s. Again, sunset at 7:48, but you'll start to see it pretty soon. Mark, so it should be a beautiful evening. Now, as we go through the day tomorrow, we've got more in the way of sunshine, and Mr. Clyde, who came up here, he was just here a moment ago. He was quiet, and then he heard me talking. He said, it's time to go on camera, Mark. But I'll have more on the 7-day forecast coming up in just a bit.
Yeah, and we want to see Mr. Clyde later. Craig, thanks.
More help is coming for businesses struggling during the state's coronavirus battle, specifically minority-owned businesses. South Bureau Chief Drew Mickelson is live for us at the Capitol now with a look at some of the new ways the state is trying to help. Drew?
Well, Jessica, the governor did announce some new funding measures, but he also announced a new approach to reaching out to some Asian-owned businesses that were unfairly targeted in the early days of this pandemic. Let's first talk about the funding, though. Business owners with fewer than 10 employees now qualify for money from a $5 million state grant. The state's encouraging businesses to apply for federal grants, the so-called forgivable loans. Those work well for self-employed and contractors who may have trouble getting typical unemployment benefits. And the state is reaching out to minority-owned businesses, providing more translation services to businesses like those owned by Asian and Pacific Americans.
And we know that COVID-related losses hit APA businesses earlier, even prior to the statewide closures, due to unfair racial stigmas and the prejudicial perceptions that Asian businesses might be unclean or unsanitary.
If our fatality rate starts to go down, and we hope it does, that is not a certainty, but if it does, there's going to be a human inclinations to let up, to take it easy a little bit, thinking that we're on top of this. That could be a fatal mistake.
As you can hear, the governor is saying it's just too early to talk about lifting any of these restrictions. He did say, though, that perhaps if we continue to see the trends go the way they're going, that maybe industries like construction might be able to slowly resume, but still with other restrictions. If you would like to see what the state is offering for folks who need help, you can text the word HELP to 206-448-4545. Live in Olympia, Drew Mickelson, King 5 News.
Drew, thank you. And a lot of us facing financial difficulties because of the coronavirus. In a new exclusive King 5 poll, Survey USA asked, how concerned are you about being able to make your monthly mortgage payment? 31% said they are somewhat concerned. The other two most popular responses were not very, followed by very.
Alaska Airlines is telling investors it continues to experience a steep decline in demand for its flights because of the coronavirus. The airline plans to cut flight capacity by 80% over the next 2 months. Alaska has applied for payroll support grants that are part of the recently passed federal legislation. One King 5 viewer recently reached out to us after seeing Alaska employees standing too close together at the airport. So take a look at this picture. We reached out to Alaska to learn more about the company's policy. They got back to us this afternoon saying they remind their employees every day to social distance, but added, quote, occasionally we might all find ourselves slipping just a bit and not maintaining that 6 feet of separation, but it's not for a lack of respecting the guidelines.
Today, there are new reports of grocery store employees dying from coronavirus in the Midwest and on the East Coast. In our state, local workers are demanding more protection. King 5's Natalie Swaby has the story.
Safeway and Albertson stores say masks for all employees and restrictions on how many people can be in a store are just a couple of the ways they're enhancing safety. This comes at a time when workers say they have to be better protected.
In 32 years as a Safeway employee, work has never been like this for Mike Solberg.
I am familiar with a few Safeway employees that have tested positive, yes.
Positive for coronavirus, not at the store where he works in Graham, but at other locations in Washington state. And across the country, grocery chains confirm employees have died from coronavirus. A Walmart spokesperson tells NBC News that 2 employees died in the Chicago area. The Washington Post reports that an employee at a giant grocery store in Maryland and a Trader Joe's employee in upstate New York also died.
It's a little frightening, to be honest, but I think with the steps and measures the companies are taking, I feel pretty safe at work.
Stores are implementing CDC cleaning guidelines, one-way aisles, and the tape on the floor, a reminder to stay 6 feet away. But Solberg says when a grocery store employee he knows tried to get a coronavirus test, she waited 6 hours only to be denied.
She didn't meet the qualifications, so she wasn't able to test.
Albertsons and America's largest food and retail union are announcing a joint national effort to seek a temporary designation of extended first responders for supermarket employees so that they are prioritized for testing during the coronavirus outbreak.
What needs to happen right now to make sure workers are better protected?
I think we need to have the protective equipment, the masks, the cleaning supplies available.
He says it's the required tools during this unprecedented time.
Safeway and Albertsons will also plan to begin temperature checks for employees next week, just as soon as they have enough no-touch thermometers for all of their stores. In Seattle, Natalie Swaby, King 5 News.
Earlier today, Governor Jay Inslee joined several nonprofits and local philanthropies to launch a new statewide food relief fund. So here's what it would do. It's estimated 1.6 million people in Washington will need help from food banks this week. That is double the typical number. So it's called the Washington Food Fund, and it's meant to help fill food bank shelves to help those in need. It will be managed by Philanthropy Northwest, a network of organizations committed to helping communities across the Pacific Northwest. Meantime, Northwest Harvest has launched a COVID-19 hunger response fund. The goal here, raising $5 million to help feed hungry people across the state. So far, they're more than halfway there, thanks to many of you. And it's not too late to help. You can donate right now online. Any amount is appreciated. Just head to northwestharvest.org to help out. King 5 is a proud sponsor of Northwest Harvest.